Hi guys, just here to talk a little bit about the Ladies' War and the rules for the functions of how this game is played. First I'm going to go over how to handle a dead player. Next thing is Creed. He's dead right now. When you die, you will have a 300 count, 5 minutes of rotting, where you will stay in the location. That's not an option. You do have to stay in the location for the full 300 count. While you are there are several things that can happen to you. An enemy combatant can loot you. Looting is done by having 2 empty cans, placing them on person, and making a looting count with 10. Looting 1, looting 2, looting 3. At the conclusion of the looting 10 count, you can name an item for which the player will then turn over to you. The more specific you are, the more that's what that person has to give you. So I can state that I would like to loot a token, and Creed can give me any token out of his bag that represents an item, an armor, a weapon, any of that. I could say I want a coin. He can give me any coin out of his bag. I can say I want a quest item. Those are limited, but they are out there, in which case I will take the quest item from him. Or I can loot an ingredient. There are collectible ingredients that you can carry around to make potions. We're going to pan over real quick just to kind of show you some of them. We'll go into those a little bit more later, but those are also lootable from a player who is dead. You can be looted an unlimited number of times that you are sitting still. If I have something very specific I would like to loot from the player, say Creed is using a pole, so it is very obvious he probably has a great token. I can do the looting count 10, and at the conclusion of just saying token, I can say token great. The more specific you are, then that is what the player will have to hand you over. Otherwise, it is up to the player you are looting on what to give you. If the player does not have the specific item you are saying, or the generalized item you are saying, they just have to tell you at the end of the count, I don't have that. And then you move on to the next looting. And that is pretty much the premise of how looting works. Another activity that you can do with a dead player is that you can capture the dead player. You need 2 players with unfeathered hands, so open hands, to place at least one hand on the shoulder. It's sometimes a little awkward to walk. This player now must follow us to our Valhalla. If we reach there with him, he will then go back to his base to respawn, and the Reeve will mark that he got captured. That is for additional points for the team during the games. The other rule with this is that once you have been initiated in a capture, if me and Jake have started the capture with Krieg, we're starting to walk and we die, Krieg is no longer a lootable target. Once you have started trying to capture them for additional points, it removes the looting rules. I think that covers those things. Life cards, very simply put, you'll only give up a life card when you return to your Valhalla. You do not give it up when you go in, you give it up at the entrance of Valhalla. The life cards look, here we'll come in a little bit closer, they look like this. What will happen is, when you die, you'll expend your rot count and you'll walk to base. In order to prevent an infinite life loop or magic being used to exploit the resource, we're going to use these life cards in a way that you cannot use the summon dead and then resurrect combo. The way that Summon Dead reads is that you have to be in the position you died or in Valhalla. To enter Valhalla, you actually have to hand over the life card to walk into it. That way we know that players haven't expired. When you're at the end and you no longer have life cards, if you die and a resurrection is not in place for the 300 count, you'll then return to logistics for me to assign you a role. Go ahead, Kelly.